In this video we're going to check solutions to equations or determine if a given value for x is in fact a solution to an equation. Okay? So in our first example, the question asks if x equals 2 is a solution to the given equation. Alright, so how am I going to figure that out? Well, what I'm going to do is just plug the value x equals 2 right there and right there and see if I get a true statement. Okay, so all I got to do is everywhere I see an x, plug in 2. Right, and I do a little question mark here because I'm checking to see if that's true. I'm not sure yet, so I don't want to say equals. That's not really that important. You just have to see if you get the same value on both sides of the equation. Okay, so 5 times 2 is 10, minus 4 is 6, and you can do an extra step. And then you see you get the same thing. So when you plug in the value of 2, you get a true statement. So I know that 2 is a solution to that equation. Okay? Now you may remember before that you've solved equations. You may have solved an equation like this before by doing some algebra, like minus 5x both sides, and go from there. Okay, and that's what you're going to be doing a little bit later. We're just kind of warming up for that. Example 2. Okay, same idea. It's negative 3 a solution. So again, all I'm going to do is plug in my value, negative 8, negative 3 plus 2 minus 4. Is that equal to negative 15? In this example, you only plugged it into one spot. There's only one x. Alright, so now I do my order of operations. Negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. And then I multiply negative 8 by negative 1, which is positive 8 minus 4. And at that point, I can see that that's not the same thing. Right? That's 4, and that does not equal negative 15. So the answer to that one is no. One more problem in this video is x equals negative 3 a solution of 5 times 4x plus 10 equals 9x plus 17. Okay, so again, 5 times 4x, x is negative 3 in this case, so we're checking if negative 3 is a solution. Alright, so I plugged it in. If I get the same thing on both sides of the equation, then I know that negative 3 is a solution. So let's see what we get. 4 times negative 3. Okay, so keep going. Negative 12 plus 10, 5 times negative 2, which is negative 10. So that's what I get on the left. And negative 27 plus 17 is also negative 10. So in fact they are equal, and I can say yes, negative 3 is a solution.